Welcome. Triangles for class 9th. Criteria of congruency. We know that congruent figures are those which can exactly overlap each other, or we can say measurements of them are same. Now, in the case of triangles, when we talk about congruency, it means that two triangles are congruent if their measurements means if their corresponding sides are equal and their corresponding angles are equal, then the two triangles will overlap each other and we will get the congruency pattern. Now, there are certain criteria for congruency. Right now, we are going to discuss two criteria for congruency. The first is SAS congruence rule. Now, SAS congruence rule states that if there are two triangles and if any two sides and the included angle in one triangle is equal to the corresponding two sides and the included angle of the another triangle, then we can say the two triangles are congruent by SAS congruency rule. The second criteria is ASA congruence, angle side angle. So if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to the corresponding two angles and included side of another triangle, then we can say the two triangles are congruent by ASA criteria. Now, ASA criteria can also be used as AAS criteria, that is angle side criteria, which means if any two angles and any one of the side of one triangle is equal to the any two angles and one of the side of another triangle, then both are congruent by AAS criteria. AAS criteria is just the further extension of ASA criteria, because if in two triangles any two pair of angles are equal, then third angle will automatically be equal by angle sum property. Now, using these criteria, let me discuss some of the questions. Now, first question is, in quadrilateral ACBD, AC equal to AD. It is given to us AB bisects angle A. It means that the AB will divide angle A into two equal parts. Show that triangle ABC, this triangle is equal to triangle ABD, this triangle. So this we have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. And what can you say about BC and BD? Then we have to talk about BC and BD. So let me discuss this. First of all, AB bisects angle A. It is given, so this implies angle CAB. This angle equals to angle DAB. This one. So this we can say by the given condition. Now let me take the two triangles to whom we have to prove congruent. So triangle ABC and triangle ABD. Now we can see here in both the triangles side AC equals to AD. AC equals to AD, we can see this is given here. This side equals to this side, this is already given here. Then we can say AB. AB is common to both, and angle CAB. This angle equals to angle DAB, which we have shown right now. Second, we can write angle CAB equals to angle DAB by the first condition, and AB equals to AB. This is common here. So what we are watching, that side angle side, SAS. So we can say by SAS criteria these two triangles are congruent. So we can write triangle ABC and triangle ABD. So this implies triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Now we have proved this that by SAS they are congruent. Now next thing is asked in the question, what can you say about BC and BD? Means the remaining third side of the two triangles. So we know that if two triangles are congruent, then their all the corresponding parts will be equal. So once we have proved that these two triangles are congruent, so we can say this BC equals to BD, and we can cite a reason CPCT. Now CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles, which will automatically become equal once the two triangles are congruent. Next question, question number 2. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD equal to BC. So it is given that AD equal to BC and angle DAB, this angle, and angle CBA, this angle are given equal. We have to prove that triangle ABD. So triangle ABD means A, B and D, this triangle, and BAC, this triangle. We have to prove these two triangles congruent. So first of all, we separate these two triangles in the figure. Let me make a separate figure for them. So first of all, ABD. This we have taken out. So ADB this way, ADB, and second triangle is ABC. So we have separated the two triangles to whom we have to prove congruent, ABD and BAC. We have shown ABD and BAC. Now let me see what was given. AD equal to BC. So AD and BC were given equal. This were given equal. Then angle DAB and CBA. DAB and CBA. These two angles were given equal. Now we have to prove triangle ABD and BAC. First part is triangle ABD and BAC. Now let me see this. How to prove them congruent? So it's very simple. Now see here. It is given AD equal to BC. One pair of sides are given equal. Then angle A equals to angle B, that is CBA. It is given. DAB equal to CBA, it is given. Then we can see in both the triangles this AB is common. In both the triangle this AB is common. So we can see two sides and the angle between them. Two sides and the angle between them. So two sides and the angle between them in two triangles are equal. So we can use here criteria side angle side. So these two triangles will become equal by side angle side. So we can write here in this way. AD equals to BC. It is given here. Angle DAB equals to angle CBA. It is also given. AB equals to AB, that is common. So this implies triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC by SAS criteria. So this is the first part we have done. Now second is BD equals to AC. Now we know that if two triangles are congruent, then their remaining parts, corresponding parts will also be equal. Now we have to prove that BD equals to AC. So if we can see this BD and this AC, these are the remaining third pair of sides of two triangles. So they will automatically be equal by CP60. So BD equals to AC by CP60, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Then third part is angle ABD equals to angle BAC. Now angle ABD, this one, and angle BAC this one. So these will also be equal by CPCT. So we can write third part, angle ABD equals to angle BAC by CPCT. So this way we can show that these two triangles are congruent, then their remaining corresponding parts are also equal. Moving on to the third question. AD and BC are equal perpendiculars to a line segment AB. AD. So this is AD and BC. So we can see that AD and BC are the two perpendiculars on the AB, and it is given that they are equal. Now we have to show that CD bisects AB. Now to prove CD bisects AB. Now this is the CD, C and D. This is the line. We have to show that it bisects AB. Bisects AB means it divides AB into two equal parts. So we have to show that OB equals to OA. This we have to show or prove. So let me see. Now let me take the triangle OBC and triangle OAD. We are taking these two triangles OBC and triangle OAD. Now we can see in these two triangles what this is. Now here we can see that this AD and CB are perpendicular to the AB. So if we see here, lines, let me take lines BC and AD. Let me take the line BC and AD and AB as transversal. Suppose this is angle 1 and this is angle 2. Okay. Now we have taken angle 1 and angle 2. Now what we can do, now if you will see this BC and AD you have taken and you have given the name number angle 1 and angle 2. The two angles we have mentioned here. If we will see it, there is a formation of Z here like this. This angle is of 90 degrees, this angle is of 90 degrees. So this is C, this is B, this is A and this is D. So we can see that these two angles are forming a pair of alternate angles. So two lines intersected by a transversal, we are getting a pair of alternate angles which are equal. So it means that these two lines will be parallel. So we can say here, by using this, we can say angle 1 equals to angle 2, 90 degree, since they make a pair of alternate angles, this implies BC is parallel to DE. BC is parallel to DE. So we have obtained BC is parallel to DA. Suppose this is angle 3 and this is angle 4. So we can say angle 3 equals to angle 4 and reason can be alternate angles. So what we have shown, BC is parallel to DA, we have shown by showing angle 1, angle 2 which are making a pair of alternate angles are equal, so lines will be parallel. This implies angle 3 will be equal to angle 4 by alternate angle property for parallel line. Now we can prove the two triangles congruent. So let me see triangles OBC and OAD. Now take triangle OBC and triangle OAD. Let me take these two triangles. So we can see angle 1 equals to angle 2. We can write which are of 90 degree given. Then we can see BC equals to DA, which is given. And then we can see angle 3 equals to angle 4. It is also given, which we have taken out right now. Angle 3 equals to angle 4. Okay, this can be written as from 1. So from 1. So what we are watching? Angle, side, angle. So we are watching that by angle, side, angle, we can show these two triangles. Which triangles? OBC and OAD are congruent. So triangle OBC is congruent to triangle OAD. OBC and OAD by angle, side, angle criterion. Now if they are equal, if they are congruent triangles, so we can say OB equals to OA, which we have to prove here. So OB equal to OA. So we can write this implies OB equals to OA CPCT. So this implies CD bisects AB, which we have to shown in this question. So this way we can show this result. One more question let me take. L and M are two parallel lines intersected by another pair of parallel lines P and Q. So here it is given L and M are parallel line, P and Q are parallel line. Show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. ABC means this one and CDA means this one. We have to prove them congruent. So first of all let me take L is parallel to M. This is given L is parallel to M. So we can see for L and M, AC is a transversal. AC is a transversal. Suppose this is angle 1 and this is angle 2. So for L and M, which are parallel, and we take AC as the transversal, then angle 1 equals to angle 2. We can see the formation of Z here like this. So angle 1 equals to angle 2 we can write, and the reason is alternate angles. Similarly, if P is parallel to Q, if we take P is parallel to Q and again we are taking transversal AC, then this angle 3 and this angle 4, we can see the formation of Z like this. So angle 3 will be equals to angle 4 again by the criteria what? CPCT. So we can write angle 3 equals to angle 4, alternate angles. Alternate angles. So 1 equals to 2 because L is parallel to M, so they are making alternate. When P and Q are parallel, then 3 and 4 are making alternate angles. So this we have shown. Now in this AC is common. So in the two triangles we have seen two pair of angles are equal. Angle 1 equals to angle 2, angle 3 equals to angle 4, and this AC is coming common to both the triangles. So by using the angle side angle criteria, we can prove these two triangles congruent. So triangle ABC and CDA. Let me write it. Triangle ABC, triangle CDA. Now we can see angle 1 equals to 2. Then we have shown AC is the common. And then we have seen angle 3 equals to angle 4. So we are watching angle side angle. So this implies triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA by angle side angle criterion. So this we have to show here, triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA, which we have shown congruent by ASA criteria. Thank you.